Okay, so it's going to be done a little bit differently, but welcome to episode 15 of A Newbie's Life. I'm recording this on the 9th, mainly because of this right here, the 30% EXP boost for the weekend. I want to take advantage of it, just if it helps the series along a little bit. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just, turn on a couple things, and then we're going to get started. There we go. So, yeah, I had said this before, but I'm gonna start trying to record a couple things in advance, whenever I feel up to it, because, yeah, it's gonna be important that I, stay ahead of the game as opposed to behind it. Because recording in real time is fine, but it's one of those things to where I would rather... I don't know. I would rather do... I don't want to go the route of let's not and say we did. That's what I'm trying to say. Brain, please. So this hour is just pretty much going to be way more hardcore than what somebody's probably likely to come to expect from this series, but that's fine. Oh crap, that is a ranged attacker. Oh crap. Or is it not? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Cool. Is there anything else I can use? Anything at all? Not looking like it. Actually, that could be useful. Something to keep an eye on. Ooh, yeah, actually. That is a gear upgrade. Yay! Love that for you, filler. Ooh, lightning cord 3. Can actually make use of that, hopefully. I will say, though, I love how, Hodier here is, got basically way more EXP gains than, Filler, yet he's the one that leveled up first. It's like, you're killing me. Also, I pulled 2 of the amps out of the box out of the 50 or so that I have because I'm like, I might record 2 episodes instead of just 1. I'm not gonna make this a 2-hour one. No. We ain't doing all that. But, yeah. Yeah, it's like, first and foremost, this is a, I'm gonna slate this for release, like, a week from now. So, I don't know, it's one of those, if people actually care enough to watch this, it's like, hey, you know, hello from the past. Side note, I've noticed the channel's gotten some growth, and that's a good thing, but it's also making me feel very, nervous, because now the like, it's easy when there's nobody to watch to just kind of do what you want, because there's no one expecting anything from you, but, that's... I mean, I see that with 20 subscribers, like, that actually means something. But to me, it does, considering I had 13... not this time a week ago, but, like, close to that, yeah? Awesome. That is 36. My goal is, no joke, hopefully get enough clock hearts to care, and then make it to 40. Considering we are at, we're 7 minutes in, and we've already earned 30%, this is going to be where a lot of progress gets made. Who the heck? Are you serious right now? I'm in the middle of nowhere. Why? You know what? I've got questions. I don't want the answer to any of them. Let's just focus on what we're doing. Because there's no reason for that high of a level player to be anywhere near here. As long as they don't, like, interrupt what I'm doing, I don't care. That's just odd. Side note, we're already at 10%. Sorry. I do want to talk about some other things. That have kind of been on my mind lately. So, the Skyrim series, I'm gonna admit, because I don't know if anybody from that series is gonna watch this or vice versa, but that trying to stay in character for that is wild. It's so hard because I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know enough lore behind the Elder Scrolls as a series to know how a Khajiit is supposed to act outside of the jokes. I'm just kind of rolling with it to see, I don't know what happens. I also will say the intro and the shorts that have been created in the past couple days, you know, if you watch this, you know, shout outs to you. They, like, half of this growth. I see 13 to 20 is a big deal for me, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I didn't think I'd get this far, so, you know, thanks to you. You know who you are. Really, just, I couldn't do it without you, because I am learning learning to do editing and stuff in my own time, but I have a hard enough time just doing this, so it's one of those things to where it's like, this is gonna sound wild from a, pretty much empty channel, but I would rather hire someone to do this for me. That way I can just focus on the things that I can do without, losing my head over it. And I start my new job tomorrow, so, what's gonna happen is Monday through Friday, I'm gonna be working 3:30 to midnight. So, there's a good chance that these recordings are going to be done either in the dead of night, or they're going to be done on the weekends and, released that following Monday. That's the idea. Like, I'm recording this one, and I'm gonna schedule it for release a week from now. And that's just so I can focus, because this is gonna be my first week at this new job. I'm doing it so I can focus on what's technically more important at the moment. And also, I feel like I want to talk about that real quick, just because, you know, full disclosure is kind of what I'm about. So what had happened on the 17th or the 20th of last month is I got a call randomly sitting down at the local Taco Bell that says the job I was working, I'm not going to say where, just called me and it was like, oh, don't bother coming in tomorrow. We're going to go our separate ways. I'm like, out of respect, they said out of respect for your situation. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm both upset and not because, you know, one, I suddenly, you know, don't have a job and I have bills to pay, and two, I ain't gotta walk anywhere from 10 to 50 miles a week just to make it back and forth to work, because I don't drive, and the public transit we have around here is an absolute joke, and it's only getting worse. But yeah, so that happened. I got a new job this past week after waiting 3 weeks for the interview, which was kind of crazy. I had enough money saved up to survive the month, so I'm fine, but it's just kind of like, if this interview didn't go well, that was going to be, awkward, to say the least. Also, filler, for the love of God, man! Oh, I swear to God, I'm about to turn this to an advanced party because you're getting too high of a level. I kind of thought adding this amp would actually make Hodier level up so much faster, but no. Like, Filler's not gonna have his, like, I'm gonna say this in a funny, like, anime reference kind of way, but Filler's not gonna have an arc. There's no filler in this series. Except there is. I swear to everything. That name is just, it's gonna get so much mileage for so many jokes. Wow, wait, 622 heal. That's not bad for his level. But yeah, it's just crazy how like he's leveling so much faster. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. If anyone wants to know, I'm going from my illustrious job is going to be to go be a janitor at the local university. And you know what's funny? I would not be upset if somebody, you know, took a jab at me about it. Because, I mean, I understand that, you know, those jobs are often, you know, joked about, blah, blah, this. Like, oh, you just do that. I'm like, I'm so excited to actually have a job where I don't have to be confronted with people all the time that I'm more than happy to do it. The pay is not great, but it's full-time and I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth because when I had the same problem show up earlier this year, I actually had to have a buddy bail me out, and it was the only way I could keep the roof over my head. So it didn't turn into a do-or-die situation, but I'm happy about that. But I will say this, I don't know who watches this, but if somebody tries to, like, tell you, you know, that, or try to discredit you for, you know, the job you work, or, you know, the things you enjoy or whatever, just remember this. There are plenty of people out there that, you know, aren't even trying, and who would genuinely take every handout offered. And as long as you're doing something, that deserves to be praised rather than ridiculed. Because, you know, again, there are people just that don't want to even do that much. So, be proud of yourself. Anyway, back to the game. So far, nothing silly has happened like what happened last episode, but I'm gonna tell you this, that what happened last episode is just crazy. That was just funny. So much so that I made a short out of it. Could I say that the joke could be made again for these boots? I mean, sure, but half of the joke for, half of the reason why I found it so funny, last episode was because of, it was just for the fact that it was all acrobat gear. That's all I was getting was just straight acrobat gear. And I just thought it was amusing because it's like, cool. Thanks for the drops. Can't use any of it. I might go for a, Avalon shield. Obviously not at the moment, but so if we get a heavy shield, that would work too. Because getting an Avalon shield would be an extra 3 strength and 3 strength, 3 stamina, and 3 dexterity to this build, and That would be incredible. Because any boost helps, especially in a game like this. Do I actually have that other bull hamster I can use? I have two of them, actually. I will go ahead and knock these out. The only reason I'm kind of wasting so much on this leveling session is because of the EXP boost, but also I want to start trying to clean up my inventory of less valuable items. Because we're rapidly reaching that point of trying to keep everything we get our hands on. Side note, probably need to go back to town at level 37 to grab a, I mean, I would say some new gear, but who knows? I don't know. I was hoping to get at least another mercenary drop or two at level from here, but it looks like that is not going to be the case. So we've got 7 and 8 levels respectively before, 30, yeah, 3%. 3% will be fine. 7 or 8 levels respectively before we can equip the drops that we do have, that we've gotten, like, today and through, last episode. So we need to find a way to fix that problem almost immediately. I will say aiming for level 40, probably for the best. I also don't know how many, clock hearts we're gonna need. I'm going to assume, like, 25 again and stop there, because where we have to go next, for those that know, is the Garden of Rises. And the Garden of Rises is going to be where the EXP gains are going to pick up, not exponentially, but pretty close. And that's surely because, unlike out here, the enemies in the Garden of Rises are so much more closely packed together. So there's more to... Uh-oh. More enemies to deal with in a shorter amount of time. So it's definitely going to help speed this process along just a little bit. You know, what is that other quest here? We're gonna have to go check on that. Like, I don't want to stop Hodier from doing questing, but this is was definitely more of a, like, in terms of grinding, a serious episode. That was the idea here. The thing is, I don't know what that is. Ooh, another Lightning 3. Hopefully, my friend, I can turn you two into some profit. Party level 8. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, because that's over there at the, on the other side of the map. Ah, whatever, we'll find out in a sec. Cool, and now we've made it to 37. Alright, time to head back to town. Oh, car puppet, please stay in your lane, 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 stay in your lane. Please stay in your lane. Thank you. Okay, where What? Huh? Okay. Oh! Oh, I know what it is. I know what we're gonna have to do. We gotta go kill the giant bull. Oh, or is this the meteor one? Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. Crap. All right. Well. Yep. Yep. Cool. So we've got quests going on again, ladies and gentlemen, which means half of this amp scroll is probably going to get wasted. I know there's going to be people that are going to see that and start screaming at me, but we need money as well as everything else. So yeah. Nice. Okay, so there goes all of that we needed. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do the meteoritil, but something else we're gonna do because I don't feel like dealing with it. Here, you do that. We're going to use one of our teleportations, proper teleportations, to head all the way down here to the Iblis Temple. Why? Because the meteor items we're needing are straight up from the they're near the rock muscles. If you've never done this quest before. Oop. The reward for the playtime. The low defense upcut stone might actually do some good. Come on, something good. Well, hang on. The great pills actually, that was beneficial because of the whole needing EXP thing. Not EXP. The any stats are good stats that aren't ones we already have. Whatever I'm trying to say. Words are hard. Words are very, very hard. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Okay, I guess we get to roll the dice again. Yep. What do we get this time? Here's our destination, too, so. Star candy? Yeah. Alright, cool. So, 1, 2... It's gonna be where we fight the dumbling, or the giant dumble. I think this is gonna be what happens here. 3, 4... I will say, I hope we'll be able to do it because, yeah, I don't rate Hodier's chances without my remaster support. I don't rate them high at all. And that's fair because, you know, having no defense and very bad selection of gear will do that. Alright, cool. There's that. I don't even... Here's the thing, though. I don't even think we'll be able to, we're gonna get any more grinding done, which is kind of upsetting, but hey, we've gained 2.5 levels already, so I won't complain. Okay. Did that spawn a new quest? Negative. Awesome. So we're going to go... can I use a Slinkwing and Madrigal to get any closer? Yes, actually. Right. So. We're gonna go meet... what is it? Kolar? Yeah, Kolar. Don't worry, filler. We'll get back to your thing. We will absolutely get back to your thing. Just sit tight, buddy. I'm speaking like I'm speaking like Hoder's an actual player, and it's like no, my brain works in a no 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 no, 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 no. Go away. 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 Fight me, man! Ah, jeez. Yeah, that's another thing. This is one of the reasons why I also didn't want to do this, and that's strictly because I just didn't. The downside to the FWC ending is now you've got to deal with everybody starting to, you know, cram themselves in these places again, which is why I don't really grind during these times. Half the times when I grind is when the FWC is going on, because I stick here. Let's see. You're kidding me. Really? Oh boy. Alright, cool. Let's head back where we're going, I guess. Let's see. Problem is, now there's a choice of like what to do. I mean, we're going back to grinding, sure, but it's just kind of like, do I want to grab more clock hearts, or do I just want to try to maximize my EXP gains? And that's, I won't lie, I think, screw it. No, because the Kalins are next. The Kalins are going to be 39, and the Clock Hearts are going to be 41. So, what that means is I can just... also, we're going to be cracking open some of these heals. Some of this food I've got sitting around, because again, trying to clean out the inventory is paramount. So, I'm not going to worry about grabbing anything from that. But there's 4 levels before the clock hearts become important, and I would rather not waste any more time off of this than I already have. Are we even gonna ever need... I don't think so. Yep, you're stronger than the Antonale sword by a whopping 1. Yeah, this will be fine. Also, I'm so glad Power Scrolls are on the event list. I actually haven't ran the dailies, the daily run of all my characters through the event stuff, but I do need to do that. Also, for those who may not know, welcome to the Garden of Rises. This is hands down, still to this day, all these years later, one of my favorite places to be. I won't say it's picturesque or anything silly like that, but I mean, like, I just enjoy, the Tombstone Bearers are probably, like, some of my favorite enemies to fight, because they're so... The concept behind them is silly, and I love them for that. Alright, cool. So, come on, filler. Podcasting is so slow at normal speed. strangely not taking as much damage as I would have assumed. Full hamstern, you're getting used again. Cool, so that's at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 inventory slots freed up. Oh, right, I forgot. There's a reason why, they're not doing as much damage. I think these are the ones that have the rage mechanic. And by that, I mean when they reach a certain threshold of health, they'll start doing more damage. Like most, yeah, like that. Most giants actually have that mechanic. That's before they heal themselves. Ow. So, for anyone that may be curious to know, what they're doing is that's how you farm upgrade materials. You find these giant enemies like the Aeron's Catcher, Mineral Catcher, Crossek Catcher, and Aaron's Crossek and Guru Catchers. You kill them, use the collector that you buy, and upgrade, hopefully to +5. I mean, I just would rather buy them from players because I ain't burning through my PD8s like that. But, yeah, that's how you get upgrade mats, but the problem is, again, it's by this game's design when there's an overabundance of players. Oh, that's 3 pieces of that set. Heck yeah. When there's an overabundance of players and not an overabundance of resources, you start seeing kind of a problem with the game by design, and that's why I tend to like stay quiet, or like I don't do as much during one, active parts of the day, and 2, you know, when the FWC is going on. Because it just gets harder and harder to do the basic things in this game, and that's fine. The game has always been like this, so I'm not really complaining about it. It's just, if anybody wanted to know a specific reason why I don't, why my highest level character, despite the fact I've been playing this for a couple years, is 91, there's your answer. I would just rather, like, if I were to play an MMO that, when I play a game like this, I want to maximize my time spent in the most efficient way possible. So, I would rather pay for and play Final Fantasy XIV if I was still, you know, if I wasn't already max capped on every class in that game. Like, because the dungeons and stuff what you would use to level, they're all instance-based as opposed to, like, overworld-based. So you're not going to have, like, 85 people all fighting to compete for the same resources. The only time that ever becomes a problem in that game is when you're having to do fates for things, because depending on the area you're in, you're going to have every blue mage and their grandmother cheesing everything like it's going out of style. Which, I mean, fair. It's efficient. I can't knock them for the efficiency take, but it's just kind of like, I leveled up my blue mage, not for the same reason, but if you can't beat them, join them, or whatever, however that saying goes. Speaking of which, because I just kind of want to talk about it, I have caught wind of what's going to happen in 7.4 with the Universal Glam thing, and I'm like, That's gonna make a lot of people happy. I'm not usually that... I don't really care about looks that much, so I don't really care. But, I mean, that's a great change for, you know, those that do. Like, that is a great thing to hear. The change that's going to get me back into that game is going to be when they finally drop the last raid tier, which should be in the next... I think it's either going to be in 7.4 or it's going... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here you go, buddy. I swear, Filler's getting so spoiled by this series, and it's not his series! It's gonna be the new raid tier, but the thing I'm gonna want to do more than anything is, I want to play Beastmaster, because it's going to be so cool. It's actually one of my favorite classes from Tactics. I don't think it was created there, but it's one of my favorites. And it's not because it's like, oh, it's like Pokemon. No. No. That's not why. It is a whole different kettle of fish. Well, I mean... At its core, it's not, but how Beastmaster operates function. What am I trying to say? Functionally? Yeah, we'll call it that. How it functions is different. I don't know how 14's gonna do it, and I kind of can't wait until they figure that out. But I'm probably not gonna go back to that game for a few more months. I've also thought about maybe doing like recording videos on that, but oh no. That game makes me angrier than anything else I've ever played. Like, I would actually rather, if I had the game, I'd rather boot up like Call of Duty or like go back to, you know, competing and fighting games, because I get so bent out of shape in that game that I genuinely have to step away for months to sometimes a year or two at a time, just so I don't grow to hate the game enough to stop playing it, because I love 14. It's absolutely, I think, the greatest MMO, hands down. You don't need multiple characters to do multiple things. It's actually got a story that's coherent, cohesive, and actually very good for what it is. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Soken is a genius in that regard, and it's like, by the time you run out of things to do in that game, you're going to have spent, even in the most efficient manner possible, thousands upon thousands of hours. Like, it is... Yep. So that is a completely different person that is also farming upgrade mats, which means the other person that was here, that's gone now. Oh boy. Yep. Going back to that point. Yes. Yes, the FWC. Let's leave the main server for 6 months and then come back. I swear, by design, the FWC is garbage. That's why I don't participate in it. Like, yeah, cool, boosted EXP server, whatever, great. If you want to level, go and have your fun. But what they should do instead, just because it makes more sense, just apply it to all servers and have a server at the end of the... And, like, create, like, a server or something, or a channel at the end of it all for the people that want to participate. yeah, you can sit there and say, well, it gives, players an unfair advantage. It's like, does it though? Because here's the thing. If you're wanting, like the dude I was talking to on, like, episode 13, it's like, if you're willing to spend the time and money on it, there's no difference between the FWC server and these. So, why not... Oh god, not the eggs. So it's like, why not let the players enjoy it overall, as opposed to... It's just... My biggest problem with the FWC, and it's the reason why I don't participate, is, why split the player base for half a year just to have them all come back? Like, if they're going to do it, I would either rather have the FWC servers be a permanent thing, so it doesn't create this awkward overpopulation, underpopulation problem. That if they're gonna do it for so long, I would rather have them go about it that way, or just, make the FWC thing available all year round, or for X amount of time, but just apply it to the all the servers themselves. That way you're not hemorrhaging your population, like, you're not dealing with the population problem. I just think the way they handle it isn't the best. I don't hate the idea of it, because, I mean, it gives this game more life. But I just think the way they've implemented it is just not good. In fact, I will tell a small story because I thought it was funny. I was leveling up my Elementor, right? I was looking for the 60 set. I was looking for a suit because I couldn't find one in the next to no shops that were available because the FWC was going on at the time. So I had a server shout on my Ringmaster, and I put it out there. Hey, does anybody have this? I'm looking to buy one. And what I got instead was some random person. They messaged me not even about the they didn't have the suit. They didn't have what I was looking for. They messaged me and to ask me why I wasn't taking part in the FWC, and I'm like, that's not my thing. And I didn't want to be rude, because it's like, despite the fact of that's exactly what they were doing to me, if I'm being honest, I wasn't gonna, like, get, embrace the toxicity here. But it's just kind of like, I'm like, what? Like, man, what are you talking about? And because the conversation didn't even mention the gear at all. It was literally whoever this was trying for like 10-20 minutes to convince me that playing on the FWC server was a smarter idea, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Do you, like... I eventually was like, do you have what I'm looking for, or don't you? It's like, oh, no. Then it's like, then why did you message me? It's like, I think a lot of players here need to not a lot of players here. Well, I mean, no, that doesn't. The people who participate, that's fine. But as a general rule, for people in general, just, it's like, if somebody isn't interested, like, don't press the issue. It just... Because, I won't lie, the only thing that did was make the person that contacted me look like an idiot, in my opinion. Because it's like, okay... Because, I'm like, I understand that it's a 2x EXP server and all this, you get to keep your characters, so on and so forth. Like, I'm not interested, man. And... I wasn't the only one by a huge margin. And also, I'm gonna say this: the FWC coming, like the servers getting put back together, has also caused another problem. The bots have come back, and unlike last time when it was assists and the Moonbeam. Unlike last time when it was assisted Moonbeam, now it's Rangers. I know, because I ran into, I think, 2 or 3 of them the last time I tried to grind out something in the Mush Boys. And, sure, I can report them, or I'll just do what I did last time. And, because with the way it was last time this happened, with the assist problem, they populated every channel, and it was insane. So what I would do is, I would go to the PK servers, and I would just farm them for kills. I mean, the bot program still ran. The second they died, they came back and continued what they were doing, so I got to farm PK kills on an endless loop. It was hilarious. I think my RNs, I think their, PK value at one time was over, like, 1,000. Because, they had, 2,000 kills? No. It was 226. Or close to that number. I don't remember the specific ones, but it was over 200. And yeah, it's come back. They weren't here while the FWC was going on. I can tell you that for free. But yeah, it's... And you can tell they're bots, too, because it's... They make the same movements the same way. Like, it's obvious to tell it's automated. And I know somebody out there be like, oh, why don't you just report them? It's like, that's what I did for the longest time. Do you know how many of them actually, out of the hundreds upon hundreds that were there? Oh, God. You go away. I never saw one of them get banned. And here's the thing, if one of them got banned, there were still 14 of them to take their place. Like, it made trying to grind at the Steamwalkers utterly impossible. Just a little fun fact. That was last year. It seems that the, I guess, bot farming meta, though, has evolved and fair, I guess. I mean, it's what it is. But, yeah. Now, I do want to say, though, just because I did kind of go on a small rant there, I don't hate the idea of the FWC. I really don't. I think it's a neat idea to kind of breathe life into a game that really needs it. I just think that their execution, like I said before, is probably the worst way they could go about it. But I don't care. If it keeps the game I love alive, and it doesn't go the route of FlyFF Gold, do what you want. Because I may take extended breaks from this game like I do from Final Fantasy XIV when I'm just not feeling it, but what matters is that it's here. Is that there's still a game to play. So it's okay. I'm considering it a necessary evil. It's not my cup of tea. I don't really care that much. Like, you're probably not gonna see me with a Lusaka weapon or anything anytime soon. Like, I haven't actually used any of my other characters for anything more than the Halloween event in weeks. This is the only character I play right now. And technically filler, if you want to get technical. Tell you what, though, I've gravely overestimated, or rather underestimated, the EXP gains of lower level characters, because the same thing happens with my RM. He's at that level where he could do the Decaying Mind quest. I'll be real. There's no way he would survive. The only reason my ranger survived is because she was, full dexter. Okay. Awesome. What is it? 5 minutes left, give or take. 9. All right, cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to deal with. Oh, deal with this. So, off to town we go. Oh crap! Does he have a? Does he not? Oh no! Hold here, my boy. That almost ended up very, very stupid. Hand off like 6 of them. Back to town. Wait. If I use that, it's gonna take. Never mind. We're gonna have to fly back anyway. Alright, filler. Put yourself on follow, and away we go. I'm out of here. That's... Ow! That's how I know I'm getting old. That I don't know if that picked up on the mic. I hope it didn't, but that was my spine. That popped in like 4 places. Fine. I guess I'll go ahead and start the outro because I know that I ramble. I tend to ramble a lot. I want to say, like, I didn't mean for the back into this just to become a rant session. It's something that as a longtime player of this game, I did kind of want to bring up. And I would like to hear someone's opinion on it that actually does play in it. If they either share my opinion or think it's stupid. Because, don't get me wrong, I understand that, like, there's definitely 2 different camps in this regard. And, I mean, I'm not going to knock anyone for doing it. If you've got the time, the patience, and the money, because, I mean, yeah, you're going to want to get the 165, and that's usually involves at least some sort of a paywall. From my personal experience. I mean, it ain't got to, but I imagine with everybody crammed in that server to all do the same thing, you're going to be fighting for a scarcity of resources. But that's not the point. I'm not gonna knock anyone that does it because it is better EXP. Like, it's an all around, especially for a newer player that isn't already established on a server. If you had to pick a place to go, yeah, go to the place that's gonna give you double EXP. That's just that's a given. Half the reason why I don't bother is because I'm established here and I just don't really want to lose access to the things that I do have access to. But I just think, personally, as I said before, I just don't think it's handled in the best way because it just causes its own, issues with the way it's handled now. But I don't hate the idea. It's fun. It's just, you won't ever catch me doing it. And that's not saying I'm too good for it. It's just... No. Okay, we're gonna keep you. I don't know why the common one is better than the uncommon one, but it is on that part. Yeah. That's actually not bad. 193,000 is not bad at all. Yeah. We'll go with an, it doesn't really matter. Cool. We're starting to make a profit. though, being honest, from the EXP gains, so that's nice to see. But yeah, I will say, going back to what I was saying, not take advantage of it. There's no reason for you not to do that. Like, that's just the long and short of it. Speaking of which, of taking advantage of things, 3 levels, not bad. I almost want to record, like, sit down and record the next episode as well, but, I'm not... I think I'll be good otherwise. Let's see. Yeah. Grab those. Yeah, that's fine. Well, we'll just, favorite all of these. Defense is definitely going to be a, staple of what we're trying to do. Can I get a better shield? Yeah. Nice. So, did we actually make any money today? No. Dang it! Oh, whatever. Sorry, got distracted. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So this is the end of episode, what is it, 15? Yeah, 15 episodes now. I am surprised that it's gotten this far. I'm genuinely proud of myself for keeping up with it, because I can tell you how many times I say I'm gonna do something and never do it. Diller's level 30, like, I mean, I think he was 26 when we started. Don't quote me on that, because I don't actually remember. Honest? Yeah, we'll probably go for Cannonball. It'll help us out in the long run. Like, we got 3 levels out of today. 3.5, actually. So, that's incredible. Like, this was a very productive episode, and I'm glad that I took the time to do it. Like, it works out super well. And great. Outro. Great. So, as always, I want to thank everyone for, lending me your time, and everything. It does mean a lot, even if sometimes it doesn't seem that way. From at least what some people tell me about how I act sometimes. I do really appreciate it. I've got some ideas in mind that I would like to do, but I don't want to stretch myself too thin. Like, I'm recording this now so I can upload it, because I don't know how this first week of this new job is going to, like, hurt me. Because it's going to be a lot of work. I already know how that's going to go, and I'm ready for that. I'm a workaholic in my own right, so bring it on, is what I say. But it's going to be, I don't want to come in after a day of work, exhausted and everything, and suddenly sit down and record a video where I, rant more than anything, because I kind of feel bad about doing it now, but, I mean, I've already recorded this, so it's getting uploaded regardless. What else? Yeah, I've got just an idea of what I've got in mind is the Khajiit Takes Skyrim series is going to be going on at the same time. I'm going to try to work with the buddy that helped me do shorts and try to get a couple more of them out. If there's funny moments that happen, like I don't think there's going to be anything from this that's going to be worth doing a short about, so it's fine. sorry. Because like the Khajiit Take Skyrim, I think is gonna have way more shorts than this series ever could, because you're not gonna get a moment like what happened in episode 14, like you will. That's not gonna happen often. Um, but that's also a thing. I have one other series I would like to do. Not series, but I'm gonna have an extra, like, variety kind of, like, playlist I'm gonna create that I'm just gonna name Pandora's Box. And what it basically is going to be is if I get an idea or I want to stream, or not stream, but record a different game. For example, like Burnout, Crusader Kings, whatever, and I just want it to be like a one-off thing. It'll give me enough freedom where I can do that to, one, kind of gauge interest, and two, just play something that I just am interested in at the time, and see how it goes. Because I realize that the way I'm doing things now, I'm kind of in that I'm getting in that weird thing where I'm trying to promise too much. And that's fine, but this channel only has 20 subs. And again, if you make it this far, and I want to say I appreciate every single person that even gives me the time of day. I can't stress that enough, and I'll say it every time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But the thing that could collapse this momentum quicker than anything is me making so many promises that I'm not going to be able to keep, because I'm only one person. And I can't reliably call on somebody that has their own life to live to help me, especially when I don't have much in the way of compensation to offer them for doing so at the moment. But I hope this momentum can continue, because I do love doing this. I do. I get to play things I enjoy, get to just talk to people. What's funny is I realized that my style is basically, I'm just the streamer me, just brought into a YouTube mindset. And that's funny, because that's just how this is just how I was as a streamer. Nothing's changed. But I kind of like that, because it doesn't stress me out as much. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it here, because I can talk for another 20 minutes about this, and that's too much. Ending's already too long as it is. So, yep. Take care of yourselves. Again, thank you all so much. If you make it this far, it means the world. It really and truly does, because I just I have a lot I'm working through doing this that I don't want to talk about, but I'm going to keep at it. If for nothing else, then it's eventually going to provide me closure, and that's all I need. And then that'll mean more than that's my goal for myself. But all right, let's actually cut this off now. That's it for me. Take care of yourselves. Find a way to smile if you can. And if you see somebody else that looks like they could use one, by all means, do what you can to pass one along their way as well. The world needs more of that, and I can't stress that enough. Take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Bye.